Hey guys, how are y'all doing? I hope you're all doing well. So, have you ever wondered what can you do with some leftover cake, or what different thing can you do with a cake? So today we have a recipe for cake pops, but before we continue, kindly do not forget to subscribe to our channel and let's get right into it. So here we have our cake that we basically baked, but were not able to make the final design that we were supposed to do. So I just had to look for something else to do with this cake. It was quite a very delicious, moist, soft cake. So I just crumbled it like this. You can do this. Of course, I'm doing this with very clean hands. Make sure you have clean hands when you're doing this, or you wear gloves. So crumble it to very, very fine beat crumbles. Make sure you don't have big bits of cake. Then take some condensed milk. This is some homemade condensed milk. We have a whole recipe for making your homemade condensed milk, so don't worry, do not worry about this. So the next thing you're going to do is mix up your crumbled cake with some of the condensed milk. Make sure you add your condensed milk bit by bit, just to be able to get the perfect consistency. Don't go with it all in at once, because your cake mixture might come out off. So go in with the condensed milk bit by bit. Mix in to combine. Make sure the condensed milk and the cake crumbs mix up well to form something quite like a dough, like a cookie dough. Yes, that's the perfect consistency. Actually, a cookie dough consistency is the perfect way to know that your cake pop mixture is ready. So just go in with the condensed milk until you end up having a cookie dough mixture, or something like wet sand. When you put water in wet sand, you form such a consistency. So that's what we are looking for, and this is how it all ended up. The next up, you want to scoop up your cake dough mixture into equal amounts of balls. So make sure you use a mold or something that will give you almost the same size of the cake pop. So you can do any kind of shape that you prefer, but this is the easiest because you only need like a spoon or your hands to form the round shapes. But from here you can use any other shape. If you have a mold, in whichever shape that you prefer, if it's a love heart, if it's whatever kind of mold that you have, you can go ahead and use. But for a simple cake pop recipe, this is what you can go ahead and do. So scoop up to form similar sized bowls. Then the next thing is just to perfect your bowls by just rolling them with your hands, in between your hands. Just be careful. But if you get the perfect consistency, you have nothing to worry about, because nothing will crumble up, everything will work perfectly. And then the next thing you want to do is have skewers and some melted chocolate. So for better designs, you can use both white and dark chocolate or milk chocolate. So make sure your chocolate is melted, but before you melt the rest of the chocolate, you just need some to put in your skewers, then dip them in on the cake pops. This allows for you to work with a stable cake pop, especially when you are dipping it in the chocolate just to coat it. So after you have dipped all the skewers in your cake pops, you pop them in the fridge or put them in the fridge to chill for a bit and harden, just to be able also to work easily when you are dipping them in the chocolate to coat them. So make sure you don't freeze them all through, just make sure they're hardened a bit, because when they're frozen, they will crack up when you coat them in the chocolate. So after they have hardened a bit in the refrigerator, take your chocolate, your white chocolate, your dark chocolate, whichever you prefer, melt it up in a cup or somewhere where you'll be able to dip in the cake pops and work easy with them. Then also you need somewhere to put your cake pops for them to coat and for the chocolate to harden. So that's why you can see some glasses with rice there. That's where I placed my cake pops, sorry, cake pops to harden. Then the rest is very easy. You just dip your cake pop in your chocolate. You have to work fast because they harden real quick because they were in the fridge. Then you can add any toppings that you like. So I did some sprinkles, I did some coconut flakes. You can do any toppings that you prefer. So you continue with the process until all the cake pops have been perfectly coated with your chocolate. So I did white chocolate and milk chocolate. You can do either or both. I prefer both just to make it more fun and for variety of choices for someone to choose from. So after everything is well coated, after all your cake pops are done coating, make sure you place them back in the refrigerator just to ensure that the chocolate has hardened enough. And when they are ready, they'll be ready in about 15 minutes of them being in the fridge. You can take them out and enjoy them as they are. If you prefer them warm or cold or room temperature, it's all up to you. But this is the best recipe for if you're hosting kids, if you want to surprise your kids with something new. This is the best recipe for you to try out. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll try it out. It's quite a simple recipe for you to try out. You don't need a lot of things, and you can go all out in making different shapes, adding different toppings that your children, your kids, or if you yourself love cake pops, you'll really enjoy them. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, kindly leave a like on our video and do not forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.